Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany. This is my channel all about cross stitch. Please like and subscribe down below so you can get notifications on every time that I upload a video. We have Mr. Theo with us today as our co-host. King Cam is over on another chair sleeping. So we'll see if we can get him to chill out and sit beside us. So this month has been a busy month. I always forget to do this. Just hold this darn thing out. But it's been a good month. So I don't remember how many things I stitched on, but quite a few. Okay, I need you to sit down here and relax. They can't see you, but you're here and you're bouncing around and making all kinds of noise with your collar. But yeah, so this month has been pretty good. And you know, as soon as I start moving around, he's gonna flip out. Yeah, see? But that is what my month looked like. That is the list of all the projects and everything that I have. And I stitched every single day. So, and then what I stitched on and everything else is on here. So, it's been a busy month. It's been hectic. But, we're doing things. Anyways, this was a busy month. A lot of things going on. I'm downstairs in my living room because my husband was upstairs sleeping because he had to work last night. So I can't record up there. And I have a bunch of other stuff that I have to do tonight. So this is really the only time I have to record. So if you hear a bunch of noise, I'm sorry. But I can't really help it. Anyways, so we're going to go through, I think, temperature stitching first. And I have 10 projects that I've selected. They're highlighted here. So that way you guys can, those 10 different projects. And I use the second digit and the temperature. So if the temperature is 80, it would be 0. If the temperature is 19, it would be 9. And it has been absolutely freezing this month. So we'll go through temperature stitching first. And then other whips that I worked on. Okay, so we're going to go through temperature stitching. And then the other whips that I worked on this month, and then whips that I plan on working on next month because I know which ones I want to work on next month already. And then life update because there isn't any haul. I didn't buy anything. And then that's it. Alright, so the first project I worked on is Fairy Tale Village by Arborist Arts. This is what it'll look like when it is finished. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And this is what it looks like now. So this one I put 578 stitches on this month. And I don't know how many times it got called. But I usually stitch on them for about 30 minutes. So it must have got called a couple different times. But I was working in here. And I think I filled in the rest of this that was needed filled in. So I got quite a bit done. I think I said that was 578 stitches. This was started July 25th of 2022 and it's stitched on 25 count and it's done 1/1 full cross. Can you stop staring at me? It's kind of creepy. You feel like I'm doing a presentation and you need to pay attention? I'm not your teacher, sweetheart. You don't want to do this. The next one is Pledge of Allegiance by the Cross Stitch Studio. And here's what it'll look like when it is finished. And this is what it looked like last time you saw it. And this is what it looks like now. This one was started September 30th of 2022 and it is stitched on 28 count. Done 1/1 and I put 136 stitches. 136 stitches in this. And I've just been going the whole way down here back and forth. It's just a bunch of black. Like a ton of black. Which is a pain in the tuchus. But we're getting somewhere. Sooner or later this piece will be finished. You know, probably when I'm 80. We'll get there someday. Next one. Next one I worked on is Pinup Girls by Soda Stitch. This is what it'll look like when it's finished. And this is where you guys saw it last time. And this is where it is now. Now this is stitched on 32 count, and it was started August 16th of 2024. And I know I was working on this girl right here. And I put 255 stitches in that one. So that's how far I got. I'm excited to see this girl right here completed. I think there's one more girl, and then I'll start doing the other half on that side. My husband's upstairs and his phone just went off, so it's waking him up, and I'm gonna bet money that eventually he's gonna open our bedroom door and yell down at me and be like, "Hun," and he's gonna ask me questions. Maybe not. Okay, next one I worked on. Oh, all kinds of stuff sticking to this one. Is Mini Victorian Garden. This one is charted by Haid, and the artwork is done by Dominic Davison. And this is what it'll look like when it is finished. And this is where you guys saw it last time. This is where it is now. This one is stitched on 25 count. It started at April 19th of 2022, and it is stitched 1/1 full cross, and I got 355 stitches in this guy this month. And I know I was working all in here. That's where I was working. I'm not a big fan of the part thread method, so I'm slowly trying to work those in because it's just not my jam. I like picking a thread and stitching it wherever it goes, and then picking another thread and stitching it wherever it goes. And just sort of working like that. I feel like I get not necessarily more done, but it's less changing of threads. Hey Damon. I can hear that.
I apologize. I thought I had it turned down enough where it wasn't gonna be heard.
Where's your headphones at?
They're somewhere over there, I think.
Well, they're not on top of that.
Where should it be? Oh, they fell out.
Why don't you just put your headphones in?
Because I'm tired.
The next project I worked on is Yorkshire Terrier, and this is what it'll look like when it's finished. And this is where you saw it last time. Now this is a Riolas kit, so I'm using everything from the kit. All it's got the acrylic floss, it's got the fabric, everything. Now this is 14 count, and I started this July 9th of 2024, and this is what it looks like when it's finished. And this is where you saw it last time. And this is where it is now. Now this has a bunch of different stitches. Some things are half cross with one strand or two strands. Some things are full cross with one strand or two strand. You know, whatever the instructions tell me to do, I just do. And this one I got 350 stitches on this month. So I'm excited for that one because we all know I have my two little Yorkies and they're my little stinkers, and I can't wait to. That one is staying with me and it's going to get hung up in my home. I give too many of the things that I stitch away. Okay. The next one is Pay Beyond for These Times by Long Dog Samplers, and this is what it'll look like when it's finished. And this is where you guys saw it last time. And this is where it is now. Now this one is, I started it July 10th of 2022, and it's on 25 count, and it is done 1/1. And I know I was stitching in this area over here. That much I do know. And I put 239 stitches in this one this month. This one has been on the go for a while, and I can't wait to finish this one. But this one, oh, I forgot about the threads. This one is stitched using Painter's Thread Collection 109 Picasso. So that's what those threads look like. It's just a variegated thread. Alright, on to the next one. Ugh. The next one is In Harmony by Dimensions. This is what it will look like when it is finished. And this is where you guys saw it last time. And this is where it is now. Now, this one I started December 12th of 2021, and it is stitched on 14 count, and everything is from the kit. I put 857 stitches in this one, and this is another one that has all different kinds of stitches. Some of them are half stitches, some of them are full cross, and you know, it's a dimensions kit. Everybody knows about a dimension kit. It's always insanely not difficult to stitch. I wouldn't call it difficult to stitch, but you definitely have to pay attention whenever you're stitching this. And I'm hoping I get this finished this year, because like I said, I started this December 21st of 2021. I think that's the longest. That's my oldest swept. Yep. That's my oldest swept. Right there. And my daughter Abby wants that one. So I'd like to get it finished to give to her. And this would be my biggest whip because it's like 4 feet in height and like 5 feet wide. The last temperature stitch that I got to stitch on this month is, if you look it up on the Clouds Factory website, it is Epic Princess Sal. But I call it my Epic Disney Sal because they only had the princesses done with the border, and I extended the border and added all me and my kids' favorite Disney movies to it. So I don't really have a picture of what it will look like when it's finished, and I still have that one, the Jungle Book. I still have the Jungle Book left to be charted. I have a bunch of reference photos picked out that I want to use to create the images for it. Like, I have so much stuff picked out for it. I just need to sit down and chart it already. Get it done and over with. But this is what it looked like the last time you guys saw it. And this is what it looks like now. I'll pull it back as far as I can. Let me see here. Go this way. I don't know if it's all in frame because I can't see. Damon, is it all in frame? Oh, I forgot. I had him put his headphones on. But, I don't think you can see everything on this side. But we're all the way at the bottom. But I was continuing to work on Dumbo here, and we got almost 3 full characters done now. And I'm blocking all this so I can't see it. I started it October 22nd of 2022. It's stitched on 18 count, and I've hand dyed this myself. And I put 646 stitches in this one this month. This is also one of the ones that, on top of temperature stitching this coming month, and here in March, I'm going to be working on it for 4 days to get like a real good start on it. So, and I think I'll just do 4 days of stitching all by itself, and then add up the amount of time that I need to spend on it and stitch it on, because like there's usually like the last 2 or 3 days of the month I just write down the temperatures all month long, and then on the last 2 or 3 days of the month I'll add up how many times it's come across, so that way I know, because each time that it's been called for it's 30 minutes, and then I'll just set a timer on my phone, sit there and stitch it until the timer goes off, and then I put it away. So that's probably how I'll do this. Pull it out, do what I need to do on it for 4 days, and then when it comes time to actually stitch the temperature stitching for it, that'll be additional stitches that I put on it this month. Alright, that is it for temperature stitching. So that is it for temperature stitching. We're going to move on to, oh, my hair is like going all over the place. I'm not sure what the heck that was all about. But that was the end of temperature stitching. So now we're going to move on to the other whips that I worked on this month, which are, how many did I work on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 other ones. So we're going to move on to those. I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7 of them. And then I'll show you what I'll work on next month. Okay. So this one is The Baker's Wife by Mirabilia, but I'm doing a conversion of it. Here is similar to what it will look like whenever I am finished. I think it will look exactly like that if I remember right. And this is where you guys saw it last time. And this is where she is now. Now I am using a conversion by, I believe it's Renee Simpson from the Mirabilia Full Conversions group on Facebook. And this one got 3,571 stitches. And it is stitched on 28 count, 2/2. And it was started April 29th of 2024. So she is almost finished. Like, we have just this section here to do, and then she is going to be done. Isn't she gorgeous? I can't. She's so beautiful. I can't wait to finish her. The next time I pick her up, I might go in and like finish the sleeves, so that way the sleeve's done, so that way all I have left to do is finish that. Because I finished the underskirt of the dress. I finished that. And then if I finish the sleeve, then all I have is the blue colors for the dress, and she'll be done. I probably should have just pulled her out this month, so that way I could just finish her, but I didn't. I had enough of her. I mean, I think 3,571 stitches is, we're good for a little bit. Alright. Next one. Next one is The Spirit of Christmas by Lavender and Lace. This is what it will look like when it is finished. And this is where you guys saw it last time. Here it is now. This one I am stitching it for my sister because she really wanted my Winter White Santa, and I refused to give that one up. That is mine. That is going to be it's going to come out every Christmas in my house. That one's mine. So we picked out this one for her, and I think she'll like it because this is more of a traditional Santa, and she likes more traditional Santas. And I put 3,320 stitches in this one. And I started this January 27th of 2025, and it is stitched on 28 count, and it's done 2/2, except for the skin. I did do 1/1. So, and it's almost halfway, or maybe it's a little over halfway now. I don't really remember, because I worked on this, I think, at the beginning of the month. So, I don't really remember. But she'll be happy whenever she gets that one. Alright, next one. This one is Maria McKilling by Bella Filipina, and this is what it'll look like when she is finished. And this is where you guys saw her last time. Which, I mean, I guess technically it would be last month because it would have been in my whip parade. But, yeah, this is where you guys saw it last time. This is where she is now. Now, I got 3,306 stitches on her. I started her March 16th of 2023, and she is done on 28 count, done 2/2, except for the skin is done 1/1. And once I finish this other side of her, like she's well over halfway. Well, the dress is really, really huge, but there's only like 1, 2, 3 full pages left. Well, no, 1 full page, and then there's still a little bit here that needs to go in. And then I know these 2 pages that are down here are only partial pages. They're not completely full pages. So, I mean, she's getting pretty close. And I can't wait to get it finished. I think she's absolutely stunning. I'm gonna move this needle minder down. Gotta move the needle minder so it'll, I can fold it. Oh, and that fabric, of course, is hand dyed by me. Same way with the Spirit of Christmas is also hand dyed by me. And the Baker's Wife is just plain white. There's no dye on that one. Alright, next one. This is Lady Hara by Mirabilia. This is what it'll look like when it is finished. And this is where you guys saw it last time. And here she is now. We actually have a lady finally on here. Where are you? There you are. She got 3,653 stitches. I started her July 10th of 2024, and she is stitched on 28 count. And she is done 2 over 2, except for the skin, of course, is done 1 over 1. And this is hand dyed fabric by me. I love peacocks, and this one has a peacock in it, so I can't wait to get to the peacock. But I finally have a lady in there when all we saw was the drapes there for a really, really long time, because that drape is, it's pretty, it's quite a bit of stitching to get to this point. So, yep, she got 3,653 stitches, and she'll be put away for a little while again. Okay. 2 more whips. Now this is Bella Filipina Blackwater Siren Sow, and part 7 will be released on March 10th, I think it is. So, I believe, yeah, part 7. Hold on, let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, part 7, I was right. So this is what she looked like last time, because we don't have a finished photo. And this is where she is now. I got part 6 completely stitched. There's the back stitching and the beading, specialty threads, everything is in there. This one got 6,755 stitches, and I started this October 31st of 2024, and it is done on 32 count, hand dyed by me. And I wish you could see it, but it sparkles. The fabric sparkles. It's opalescent. She is stitched 2 over 2, except for all of the skin is done 1 over 1, and that is a lot of skin in this bugger. I'm excited to see what the other half of this siren is going to look like. When, what, we'll get it on the 10th? I forget when's the end date for this. April or beginning of May would be the end date for this, because there's 9 parts, so we only have 3 more left that need to be released. Right? 9 parts? I'm pretty sure I'm right here. Yeah, 9 parts. Oh, maybe I can get that back in there. Oh, 2 more. 2 more regular rips. Alright, this one is Lady of the Flag by Mirabilia. And I'm doing a conversion for this one. I'm doing the conversion for this one that you can get on the Mirabilia Full Conversions group on Facebook. It's a teal conversion by Vicky Schwam, or Swam. I don't know how to say the last name. I can't read my handwriting if I tried. So if I'm butchering your last name, I'm sorry. But this one is, I don't have a picture of what the conversion will look like finished because I didn't take a photo of, I didn't want to take a photo of the person who did the conversion without asking, because I don't think it has like her name on it or anything. But this is somewhat what she will look like when she's finished. Like, this will give you an idea of what she will look like when she's finished. And this is where you guys saw her the last time. And this is where she is now. Now, she is stitched on, I believe it's 32 count. Yep. 32 count declaration on parchment by Fabric Flare. This is an even weave. You can't really see the declaration on the back of it. It's not printed dark enough. I wish they would print it a lot darker than what they do. But you can't do anything about it. But she is stitched 2/2, except for the skin is done 1/1. And the top half is almost finished. I just have to fill in her face. I think it's just all that's left on the top is her face, the fill in. And then back stitch and then bead that, and that one's done. Well, it's not done. That top half is done. She'll be halfway. And I got, did I say I got 7,367 stitches on that, and I started her September 6th of 2024. Because I don't think I said any of that. Alright, last whip I worked on this month. This one is Garden Prelude by Mirabilia, and this is what she would look like when she is finished. And this is where you guys saw her last time. And this is where she is now. Now, on the original pattern, all these columns and stuff aren't stitched in. But I am stitching them in on mine, so that way my fabric literally looks like the sky. So that way, there's no other, it just looks like the sky. But this one is stitched on 28 count, hand dyed by me. I started it March 1st of 2024. Wow. March 1st of 2024. And I put 4,697 stitches in. And of course, like usual, she stitched 2/2, except for the skin is done 1/1. So I got pretty far on her. I got a lot more of filling in on this box down here. But I will get there eventually. But the next time I stitch this one will have, I'll probably stick to the original conversion because both my daughters have now played violin. And originally I was going to change the hair color on this one to blonde and make it for my daughter Abby. But Abby's no longer playing violin. She does choir. So I will probably finish this one with the brown hair, give it to Lydia, and then just stitch the violinist and change her hair to blonde and give it to my daughter Abigail. Alright. On to pieces that I'm going to work on this month. I wish you guys could see the mess down here because it is a mess. Alright, so this one is Cinderella by Mirabilia, and this is what she'll look like when she's finished. And this is where we're at so far. But I am going to work on this one this month. And so that's my starting point for that one. But this one I'm doing for Allison from Cross Stitch the Globe is having a sow, and it's I wrote it down. I know I wrote it down. It's Allison's Princess Birthday sow. So that's what I'm doing for that. So I'm gonna work on that this month. I just zipped my hair up. I think I need a haircut. I think I need a haircut. How much should we cut off? Maybe go up to here? Cut off a good, like, 6 inches or so? Who knows? Alright, this clip and it's not holding my hair today. I'm just going to throw it over there. And then move the hair all over the place. Next one I'm going to work on is Mirabilia, Maidens of the Season 2. So I'm going to work on Winter Maiden. Because I'm going to work on this one because this will be the last month for winter. And then I'll need to work on spring because I have both Maidens of Seasons 2 and Maidens of the Season 1. And for whatever season we're in is what I'm going to stitch and work on during that time. And the next, I think it's the 21st of March will be the first day of spring. So I want to work on winter and maybe get the top half complete. So that way, at least she's half done. And then next one I'm going to work on is Mirabilia, Ella the Frog Princess. And this is where she is. Might be a little stitching there hiding, but I'm not going to open her up the whole way. And I'm doing conversion on her skin. So that way she looks more like Tatiana from The Princess and the Frog. And, you know, I don't think I'm going to show all the full, what they're going to look like when they're finished pictures. Because that's a lot of editing. This one is by Filipina. This is Gaia, the Earth Goddess. And I almost have her done. I think it's just 2 pages there at the bottom and that's it. I think. Yeah, it looks that way. She's almost finished. I might be able to get her pretty close to finished. If I work on her this month, who knows? I might be able to finish her. We will see. But that is that one. Got some threads hanging off her. Okay, and last and final one I'm going to work on this coming month is The Scent of Old Roses by Mirabilia, and this is where she is right now. I think this one, you don't see many people stitch this one. And I know with this one, I switched out, you're supposed to use Whisper thread for it, but instead I think I switched out 3865 for the Whisper thread. Jeez. I'm getting all tongue-tied today. But, it's a warmer weight, so I just feel like it matches with this better than, say, like a B5200 or a Blanc color. But that is everything for that, other than life update. So, let me turn the page here so I can remember. So, Abby had her pre-op appointment. We've got everything set up and scheduled. She is going to get surgery March 12th. So, this month, she's getting, in March, she's getting surgery. So, we will see how much time I have to stitch in between taking care of her. So, she's finally getting the surgery, and hopefully that'll be, hopefully she does a quick recovery with it and she's not in a lot of pain. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Although our school bus company is driving me nuts because I keep calling them to set up for her to have a van come and pick her up from our house and take her to and from school because she'll be on crutches for 8 weeks and she can't get up and down the school bus steps with the crutches. So hopefully we can see that. I also don't think I said, but the total amount of stitches I did this month was 36,085 stitches. And for the year, I've put in 64,781 stitches. So, that's insane. Grandma Joanne started all of her chemo and her medications to fight her amyloidosis. She's doing okay. She did get a little sick, like 2 days after she had the chemo. Not quite a full 2 days after she had the chemo. She got really sick, but from it. But so far it seems like you can tell she doesn't feel 100%, but not that it worries me too much, if that makes sense. Not that I feel like I need to be there every single day with her. Like, she seems okay, so we will keep an eye on her. And I took her to get blood work done yesterday that she had to get done, and she's definitely more tired than she usually is, and you can tell she doesn't feel good, but not in a sense that like she just lay around on like I don't know how to describe it. Like, you can tell that she doesn't feel good, but not feel so bad in the way that it worries me. I had Vincent a bunch this month, that little stinker. He has been, oh man, he has just learned to string sentences together now, left and right. He's really starting to learn how to count now, and I mean, starting to learn his numbers and his letters and his colors. I mean, he's just, I mean, that kid's crazy, and I love it whenever I have him. But I also love it when I don't have him, because he is 110% boy, and he is going to find something to get into. Lydia's doing great, as always. I don't really have any complaints for her. She's actually excited. Her little friend, one of her friends, are coming over to spend the night tonight. So, that'll be fun. Nothing to report back about Ray. Nothing to report back about Anthony. Not really much to report about Damon either. I mean, he works 6 days a week. That's all he does, is he works. Nothing really else to talk about. Not much of anything. But that's all I have for you guys this month. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.